But speaking of some of the structural changes, I'm curious how you view the immigration issue and the impact on labor supply and demand and the big shift we've seen in policy from the Biden administration to the Trump administration.
So, yeah, as you know, I have been giving a number of speeches where I have pointed out the potential policy and actually what I think have been positive effects of immigration and productivity. And I think those two positive supply shocks served us very well in getting to the place where we were at the end of last year. So certainly immigration, as I just described, really helped us to increase labor supply at a time when not only did we lose older workers, we also lost younger workers and even prime age workers. During the pandemic, we drew out of the labor force in big numbers. So we needed help from somewhere else. And that help came because of these immigrant workers, which were entering the labor force. So there was a huge inflow in between 22 and 24. It started to slow down in the second half of last year. And now we certainly see that inflows have completely stalled, especially at the border. And there's some outflows that have increased as well, especially for other foreign nationals, those that may be undocumented. So that is starting to show in the data. What that means is that net flows are going to come down and are likely to come down, even completely stall by the end of the year in the next 2 years. And I don't comment on immigration policy. That's not my job. What I do is look at how that affects our dual mandate. So it clearly will affect the labor market.
Because it'll keep supply tighter now.
Absolutely. It may make labor markets tighter again.
Do you think it'll increase wages?
So as I said in the speech, I don't think we have seen any effects on wages yet, as of yet, right? That's now. But it's only been a couple of months. It's been 4 months, right? So I think by the end of the year, we could start to see some effects in specific sectors. This is 4% of the labor force. So it will only affect, right, those sectors where those workers are overrepresented, such as construction, agriculture, leisure and hospitality, health, food processing. So those sectors are the first ones where we may see an effect. Now, the other thing is that there were about 6 million immigrant workers that came in between 22 and 24, and those immigrant workers don't fully integrate into the labor force right away. They start producing maybe 60% of the time, 70%. Only later, it takes about 1.5 years for those workers to fully integrate into the labor market, which means that there's still some impetus from those immigrants in terms of labor supply. So again, that's why I think this may not start seeing until